Hello everybody, myself is Surjit Thakre. I am the first Indian artist who has achieved a postgraduate degree from the Academy of Arts, Repin Institute of Painting, Sculpture and Architecture in St. Petersburg, Russia. I am also the founder president of the Rarely Art Club affiliated to Russian Center of Science and Culture, New Delhi. I have an experience of 40 years as a professional artist. Today I will show you how to compose the three-dimension composition in still life. A still life is an arrangement of the objects together in different way. Let's have a look at this image of still life composition. To understand the composition, here you can put the pencil and join the different points. You can see here the pyramid. You will see the structure of the composition. So I will start to draw the pyramid. Now make the basic structure. Start with the silhouette of the different shapes. This would act as the foundation of the drawing. In this composition we have shapes like rectangle, circle and oval. I am starting to draw the table. Now I will draw the box. When you are using the photograph, you have to see it very carefully so that realize the shapes, texture, light, shading and other things that may help you to draw it. You can also pick up the easy objects to draw which are in your house and organize it for your still life. To draw the round pot, you have to do in this first step is draw a big circle for the base of the pot. Draw an ellipse of the upper side of the pot. Join the sides of the pot with the ellipse and then draw a smaller ellipse inside the larger one. Using your HB or B, start near the top of the pot and draw the outline. Following with your eyes slowly along the outside of the shape and letting your hand follow. Now I draw the upper pot. After that, start adding details. First of all, you have to make the simple form of the objects. After drawing the basic structure, I will start shading with the box. Keep shading softly horizontal lines. It will give more depth. Start the shading with darker sides. Now again come over the round pot and give the final shape. Now put the shades at the background and in the upper pot, inside left side. You have to do it very careful. The process of shading may take a long time depending on the object. Now give the shade at the right side. You can use first 2B and then charcoal. In the pot, start shading from left to right. Next, draw the outline of the bottom base. In the darkest areas near the bottom of the pot, I use more pressure. In the middle and sides, I use much less pressure and more sparse strokes. In the places where the light hit the upper pot the strongest, I left white spaces. Now put shade into the ellipse of the round pot. You have to make the shape properly and start shading with pencil very softly at the right side. "3D pencil drawing requires a lot of skill and observation. You should have a lot of practice to draw a beautiful 3-dimension composition. Now add the shadows to add more depth and realistic look. Take a charcoal and give the darker shade near the corner of the box. Take a piece of cloth or cotton and smash it. Add shading at the bottom of the box. Now give more shade in the round pot. Just take the cloth and rub it. Keep in mind the direction of the light. Like here, the light is coming from left side. The sharp edges will be at the side of the light. Note where the light shines, giving a white light. Avoid this area and shade the mid-tones and the darker shadow areas. I will shade over an area and use the eraser to create the highlights. When you see a dark area or shadow, don't be afraid to use a dark tone. Shadowed area may be quite black. You will need a softer pencil, at least a B or even a 2B or 4B or charcoal for the darker shadow areas. Try drawing with as smooth and continuous line as you can. Be confident, make your line firm and clear. Look at your still life arrangement and notice where you see the darkest areas and shadows. Make the contour of the pot. Put the dark shadow at the bottom. Next, do the dark outline in the box. And the bottom of the pot. Use a soft pencil like 5B or 6B or a charcoal pencil to begin darkening these places on the box and make the sharp outline. Use the gum eraser to remove any smudges on your paper. If you need to lighten an area that you shaded too much, use the gum eraser to remove some of the pencil. I used a gum eraser to highlight areas where the light hit the top of the pot. Highlights can help add realism to your drawing. Again, you have to see the shades on the pot. Now do the dark shades with charcoal and smash with cloth. Shading is very important and it must be done properly. You can use this cloth to put the shades in the pot. In the background and the tablecloth, it is preferred to do shading less sketchy and more smooth and supple. You should be very careful about the different tones. Experiment with different pencil grades from 3H to 6B and with holding the pencil at different angles. Use varied line to create a dynamic, visual, interesting drawing. Keep a nice contrast going between a finishing look and a more of a sketchy feel. I put the light pressure to give the shading in the background. Now I take the eraser and remove all unnecessary patches. I gave the highlight by using the eraser. To finish this sketch, I darken certain areas near the bottom of the pot and in the spaces beneath using a charcoal pencil. Afterward, I blended these areas with a stump. To give the dimension, I used a charcoal pencil to shade the darkest area on the bottom of each object. I keep the contour of the pot very soft at the right side. You should remember that the contrast will be always at the side of the light. When you have finished the shading, take a step back and look at your picture. Compare to the still object. When you come close to finishing your sketch, take some time to look back and forth between your still life arrangement and your paper to see how accurate everything looks. Do the dark shade where you feel it is necessary. Again I do shading in the oval shaped pot. Keep practicing and you will become a better artist. The first thing to study are form and values. For me, these are the things that are the basics of what is serious in art, said Jean-Baptiste Corret, 1796 to 1875, French painter.